training for later on in the year.
The men's 100 meters are up next. The world record belonging to Ben Johnson, set in 1987 at the World Championships. Carl Lewis with the American record of 9.92. Here are the lane assignments, and again, it is the center of the track that we'll be watching. Lee McNeil in lane 3, Calvin Smith in lane 4, and Thomas Jefferson in lane 5. You know, last year 16 Americans were world ranked in 2 events. That was double the number in 1987. Among that elite 16 was that man right there, Calvin Smith, second in the 100, fourth in the 200. But he is on his own timetable this year.
Well, as far as the way that things I'm looking for this year is not anything in particular. I want to try to have a more relaxed type of year because I had put so much out last year and it took a lot of toll on my body. So I want to have more of a relaxed year, but I also want to run some fast times. And I feel that I should run very good here at the Tampa meet because you know, my training has been going good, and last week I ran a 10:11. That was a pretty good win, like 1.92, but it was legal. So I feel good at this time, and I think things will go well.
Calvin Smith, a world champion in the 200 back in 1983. He set the world record in the 100 at altitude. And I like the looks of this young man. He's a veteran. His personal best, 9.93. Third performer all-time in the world. Second performer all-time in the United States. And well, I'll tell you, running in the shadows of his performance in 83 and 87 at the World Championships. Of course, at the Olympic Games in 1984, he was a medalist in the 400-meter relay. Lanes 3, 4, and 5. McNeil, Smith, and Jefferson. And we've got a false start. Calvin Smith. Good start. Smith, McNeil, and Jefferson. The big 3 in the center of the track. And right now it is Calvin Smith who takes an ever so slight lead over Lee McNeil, and it is Calvin Smith who wins it. Calvin Smith has not run under 10 seconds in 5 years. I don't think he did it tonight, but he is very, very pleased with the victory just as well.
Lee McNeil on the right, he was like a bullet out of those blocks. He was up and full of running in full stride within 3 or 4 strides from the start. Now look at Calvin Smith. Calvin Smith, he was slower out of the blocks, as I said before the race. But halfway through the race at the 50-meter mark, he catches up with McNeil. Then 70 yards into the race, he passes him and carries it right through to the tape.
Now, just as I had said, McNeil with a great start, a la the outstanding Lee Mcrae, but he began to fade at the midway part, and it was Calvin Smith who overtook him, and Larry Rosson has got him. Larry?
Calvin, you're doing it like you've always done it. You begin to build into the season, but you seem more fit at this time of the year than I ever remember you, having run 10:11, the fastest time in the world so far this year.
Well, I feel pretty good. I didn't feel that I was ready to run a time as fast as that this early because basically...
What you ran last week, we're talking.
Yeah, about last week. So I've been doing a lot of distance, and I've only been doing a couple weeks of speed. So I'm very pleased.
There you are. Take a look at that video up there.
Well, I felt a little tight because Lee was right there by me, and there was some pressure there, which is still early, and it takes time to loosen up so that you can run a better race.
Only Carl Lewis, along with yourself, has run 100 meters legal wind in under 10 seconds and 200 meters under 20 seconds. What are you going to focus on in 1989?
Well, basically probably be the 100 meters. I wanted to sort of stay away from the 200, but as I usually do, I probably end up running a lot of 2s. But I want to run some very good times in the 100 that will carry me over to next year.
Congratulations on your success last year.
All right, thank you.
Larry, I think there was a young lady by the name of Dorothy who said there's no place like home, and certainly Calvin Smith found that out tonight. A victory here before the hometown fans. We'll be back.